United merging with Albany Creek Excelsior to form a united front in the north of Brisbane. Campbelltown City, one of the giant slayers of last year's edition of the Australia Cup, after they downed the Macarthur Bulls in one of the great cup sets, back for their third appearance in the national rounds as well. Cool.
Okay, Georgia, it's flop.
Sorry?
That's Moreton City first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia Cup champions. Sydney FC, they'll win the cup.
After 297 days, one of Australia's great sporting competitions, the Australia Cup is back. A chance for local clubs to take centre stage, take the spotlight, and the chance for David to slay Goliath. Welcome back to Walter Park in what's a new era in the Moreton Bay region. Moreton City Excelsior now in their third round of 32 appearance, but not as you might know them. The two-time entrants Moreton Bay United merging with Albany Creek Excelsior to form a united front in the north of Brisbane. The two sides walking out now. Campbelltown City, one of the giant slayers from last year's edition of the Australia Cup, after they downed the Macarthur Bulls in one of the great cup sets. Back now for their third appearance in the national rounds as well. Both sides ready and raring in their cup kits as well. And nights like this are what the Australia Cup is all about. Cam Miller making a few changes after resting a few on the weekend. Damon Anderson, Emran Donnelly Fagan, Joe Scott and Chris Marr all come into the midfield after sitting out in Moreton City's win over Wynnum Wolves over the weekend. A few changes as well. Means Seita Murai drops down to the bench. Lockie Sayers out with Gastro as well. Campbelltown City just a one change for the visitors. On the other hand, as Michael Matriciani injects 136 games of A-League men's experience into his side in the form of one-time Socceroo Daniel Mullen, who takes James Boffer's place in the side. It's a squad with plenty of pedigree, it must be said. Alex Mullen wearing the armband, a former Sydney FC player. Joel Allwright a former Newcastle Jet, Mark Marino, their danger man up top, formerly of Melbourne City and Adelaide United. There they are, the visitors. A famous name in their side as well in Josh Murray, the son of Australian football royalty and all-time National League top scorer Damien Murray. And this Moreton City kit, very reminiscent of a Arsenal kit from the late 90s. Ian Wright-esque, the bruised banana as it's known. And the coin flip today. That's the Campbelltown City coach. And Michael Matriciani, Cam Miller on the other side, such a young coach as well. And an experienced refereeing panel today as well. Alareza Vigani leading the way, assisted by Andrew Lindsay, James Sherry, and Casey Rybelt, the fourth today. And what a campaign they're putting together. Moreton City Excelsior. Campbell Johnson here in commentary for today's match, and joined by the 54-time Matilda, Emily Gilnick. Great to have you, and what a night for football.
Oh, look, it's nights like this where you want to be a footballer, isn't it? This ground to me is a little bit nostalgic, to be honest. When I was a young kid in the QAS Academy program, we used to play the boys team here, so, you know, bringing back some good memories.
Plenty of firepower in this Campbelltown City side. They beat MacArthur last year. We know they can put up a big performance in the cup. Can they do the same today? They won't perhaps have to play as tough as an opposition as an A-League side, but Moreton City Excelsior have been firing on all cylinders this year. Fantastic up top, led by Zach Kierpal and Marquez Walters, who leads the Golden Boot up here in Queensland. And of course, Moreton City played against Heidelberg here last year at this very same round. They didn't get the chocolates that time. Will today change their fate? They have made the round of 16 in the past. We are underway in the Australia Cup for the 2024 campaign. Declan Smith, the captain for Moreton City, so resolute at the back, such a stalwart for them. And Ben Holliday, who is so exciting down that left-hand side for Moreton City, unable to keep it in play. And Emily, both sides with so much to play for and a big opportunity to make the round of 16.
Yeah, no, you want to start really strong in games like this. You can already see Campbelltown starting strong in a 4-2-4, pressing nice and early and already getting play in their favour.
They've been in clubhouses when the draws are being done, and part of the sides always want to face another member federation club, but then there's also the allure of playing an A-League side. And what a turnout it is here today at Walter Park. Great crowd in the north of Brisbane. Here's Mullen. Centofanti at right back. A family affair at Campbelltown City. Plenty with the Centofanti name. Daniel Mullen, the former Sydney FC player, won't be troubled by that. That's a lovely move by Campbelltown City. The turn now, Mullen. Brandon Centofanti with a smart turn out of defence just to help his side exit. Alex Woodland's in goal for Campbelltown City. Nathan Foster, his opposite number.
You can already see the intentions here from Campbelltown City. They're pressing forward. They got 4 up front nice and early, and they got the 2 in the midfield pushing on already. So you can tell it's going to be quite an attacking first 5 minutes from them.
Here's Connor Centofanti. Thrown into the middle. Matsumoto out wide for Halliday. A good overlap from Halliday that time. We'll look for an option in the middle. It is Marino, and it's headed out by Byrne. is Mullen. So much experience. Matsumoto. Marino. Silky on the ball in these early stages. And Matsumoto couldn't keep it in play. Cam Miller with plenty of instructions for his side early doors. Nathan Foster in goals for Moreton City. Former Brisbane Roar Academy player. There's plenty of that DNA in this Moreton City side. Plenty of former Adelaide United youth in this Campbelltown City side as well. Michael Matriciani bringing plenty of players over from Adelaide City too, his prior posting. Marquez Walters going up with the flight. There's Jordan Maricic. He's able to get rid. He's asked to do more again this time. Walters. Kierpal. Nice link up between the two forwards. Unable to get a shot away. Zach Kierpal trying desperately to win it back though. Here's Matsumoto. Lovely switch of play. Almost intercepted, but Halliday does enough. Here's Allright, the former Newcastle Jet. Here's Walters. Not much doing ahead of him, has to make something of his own. Centofanti applying the pressure, a big challenge too. And he does go down, grasping at the ankle. Ali Reza Fagani, early stages in this game. We'll have a chat to Brandon Centofanti. No card given. Let's have a watch back at it now. Big lunging challenge from Jordy Maricic. But it was Centofanti who just clipped Walters late there. An opportunity for Ben Holliday and Chris Marr, the experienced campaigner, to deliver. Plenty of yellow shirts in the box. A cold night at Walter Park. Many in attendance. The ball in now, flicked on, an early goal! Reece Quinn Jones brings the crowd to their feet. And some. Moreton City Excelsior. Listen to the roar.
It's everything and more you want there from a distribution point of view. The tempo in that cross, the execution on the finish, pinpoint accuracy right in between the defenders. Critical goal there.
Just what the doctor ordered to start the game for the home side. Reece Quinn Jones, the centre-back, getting up. And how will this change things? They conceded early against Heidelberg last year at this very same stage, at this very same ground. Now with Campbelltown with the work to do. Strike coming in, blocked by Smith. Here's Centofanti. Mullen. Such an experienced campaigner is Daniel Mullen. 136 A-League men's games across the likes of Adelaide United, Melbourne Victory, Western Sydney Wanderers as well. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Ben Holliday does well to win himself a foul too. Skip out of defence.
I think we can already see... Sorry, I think we can already see Campbelltown getting a bit of frustration there nice and early. I think they started on top the first 5 minutes, and now with this early goal, it's a bit of a shock to the system. So I think we're going to start to see a little bit more pressure from them in the next 5.
It's turning the tide, that's for sure. Ben Holliday with a lively start in this opening 7.5 minutes. And anyone who's been watching the Queensland NPL over the last few years knows his quality as a youngster. former Mitchelton player. Was sensational for them, winning the Queensland NPL Young Player of the Year last season as well. Is Foster thumping it long in the direction of Walters, can't find him. He's intercepted by Halliday. Here's Mullen. Matsumoto cutting inside, waiting for options. Easily intercepted, and a strong collision after the fact there. Not good at all, and it blows over too with Marquez Walters getting involved. And an ugly challenge early doors by Jake Halliday. Not what you like to see whatsoever. Not good at all. And a proper old school challenge there.
Yeah, that one's hard to watch, to be honest. I've been on the end of one of those, unfortunately, before. But look, you can see there's a lot of frustration setting in. There's some big tackles now. I think it's, as we can see now, it's getting a little bit heated.
Watch the replay. Full-bodied, late. No attempt to go for the ball whatsoever. Cam Miller in the technical area, letting the officials know about it as well. And a bit of spice injected into this game early on. What a game we have brewing. An early goal for Moreton City. Tempers flaring. The frustration showing that time from Jake Halliday. And it's early on in the game.
And there's still a lot of football to be played, so I really think that, you know, Campbelltown really don't need to get this frustrated this early. You know, there's no need for early yellow cards. There's still a lot of footy to go.
Ma. Too flat of a delivery on that occasion. Here's Kierpal, struggling to control it, but does so in the end. Pokes it out wide. Walters streaming in. Gwyn Jones, a strong challenge, and fair too on Josh Murray on that far side. You can see the quality that Campbelltown City do have on the ball. Halliday with the throw-in, flicked on. Marino unable to retrieve for his side. Donnelly Fagan. Ma. Can't find its way through for Ben Holiday on the far side. Woodland's under pressure. Just putting it out of play. Quick start perhaps for Moreton City. Alex Woodland's just feeling the pressure a little bit in that moment. Here's Joe Scott, the former Toowoomba Thunder player, or Southwest Queensland Thunder, I should say. Here's Scott. First time delivery low towards that front post, and he'll let it run out for another throw-in. Long throw in. Kierpal unable to control it. Bernardi strong in the challenge, giving away possession to Maury though. Confusion between the players, Maury and Mullen colliding. That'll only make the frustrations grow. Josh Maury lively, and that's a jersey tug on Marquez Walters that time. Can he still make his way through? Almost. And it was Geordie Marisic who's grabbing onto the jersey.
That's a tough one there. You don't really want to let Walters through, but if I'm a striker there and I don't know if I can get in on goal, I'm going down, to be honest. I feel that shirt tug, I'm going down.
Spoken like a true striker, Em. True striker. Another opportunity for Moreton City this time. Can't find the target. Zach Kierpal out wide. And he's just saying exactly about this challenge right there. from Geordie Marisic. Marquez Walters already causing problems for Campbelltown City. They need to gain some possession, gain some control of this match. Losing control. Losing the composure as well. Here's Bernardi, a long-time servant to the club. Here's Holiday. Strong challenge from Mullen. Will result in a Moreton City throw-in. It's flicked on by Santafanti for a corner, and another opportunity for Moreton City to strike. Chris Marr to take. And a very interesting start to this match, M. Gilnick.
Yeah, look, it's a tide of turns, isn't it? I think Campbelltown started on top and Moreton City got that early goal and got their confidence up, and now they've managed to keep the pressure on. A lot of the times it usually turns the other way pretty quickly, but they've been fortunate enough to keep it down that end. And I think Walters is going to be crucial here. Keep threatening him behind, getting him behind, and causing a lot of problems for that back line.
Chris Marr, no stranger to the Australia Cup. Deep delivery this time. Now, here's Kierpal. Back heel flick into the box this time. Can't find a teammate. Joe Scott does well to revive the opportunity. Kierpal, his delivery not on point that time. More of a target forward. Here's the young man.
Yeah, I could just see Matsumoto there in the midfield, just telling everyone to settle down, not to panic, get your composure back. I think he's been instrumental for them for the first 10 minutes. Every time he's been on the ball, he's kind of dictated the tempo and the pressure. I think we need to see him a little bit more on the ball for Campbelltown.
Lovely flick from Zach Kierpal as well. Showing some flair. Smith, strong in the air. Walters, sandwiched between two Campbelltown players. Getting a lot of treatment early on in this game. Here's Marr. Part of that Brisbane Strikers side back in 2019. They made their way all the way to the semi-final, taking on Melbourne City at Perry Park. One of the brightest moments in Queensland football history in recent years, especially in the Cup. Santafanti able to save his side momentarily. Bernardi, here's Marr. In this Moreton City engine room. Gwyn Jones, incisive ball for Kierpal. Can't keep it at his feet though. He's all right. Matsumoto. Holiday does well to win it back off him. Driving now at the defence. Ben Holiday beats one. Still going, gets the delivery in. But it's cut out aptly by Mullen that time. But boy, is he exciting to watch. Young Ben Holiday. Marino dropping a little bit deeper to receive. Trying to help his side. All right. Matsumoto, nice ball for Marino. Great ball in behind for Mullen this time. Now, Murray, a famous name in Australian football. Can't find Mark Marino that time. But one of Campbelltown City's strongest attacks so far in this game. He's all right. Alex Mullen, the captain, looking for Murray once more. Brings it down well. Murray towards the byline. Nathan Foster able to hang on. It was a tight angle. Shot stopper did well. And Nathan Foster. Walters does keep it in play. Much to the confusion of the Campbelltown bench. The ball in behind for Campbelltown now. Doesn't keep it in play that time though.
It's not a bad ball there from Walters, to be fair. I think if he just anticipated that run a little bit earlier in that wide area, I think he would have got on the end of that. But it's a good look there from Walters.
Here's Mullen. Campbelltown City building through this right-hand side. There's a lot of frequency at the start of this game. Here's Murray with space on the left. In behind for Halliday. Mullen will be able to keep it in play. Centofanti, first time ball. Not the contact he wanted, but they will get the ball back. Campbelltown. Matsumoto picking up a more central area. Mori. So good on the ball is Josh Murray on that far side. Showing his pedigree well and truly. Here's Mullen out of the back. All right, dropping into defence. Centofanti. Marino making the running behind, but all too easy for Declan Smith to cut off. He's been strong in this game.
Can really start to see the discipline there in numbers from Moreton City in the way that they're structured there in the back line, nice and tidy. And I think Campbelltown just don't need to force it. I think they could just keep the ball just a little bit longer, wait for something to open up, because they only really had that one option and it was pretty obvious that that was happening. So I think they just need to put their foot on the ball, move it a little bit longer.
Smith with a switch of play for Joe Scott now. Good option out wide. Delivery towards Campbell. Scott striking, takes a deflection and finds its way home. It's 2 for Moreton City and a dream start for Cam Miller's side. And aren't the home fans happy about it? The boy from Toowoomba, it took a touch on its way through, and a heavy one at that. But he doubles their lead.
Look, it's one of those ones, isn't it? You make your own luck. You can tell that strike wasn't going on goal, but, you know, Moreton City have really, really been putting the pressure on, and now they're being rewarded in the end, so it's paid off for the boys.
It was actually Damon Anderson on the far side who received the switch from Declan Smith, and that's just how quickly it can happen. And a very strong start for Moreton City Excelsior. Here's Marisic, Centofanti, Halliday. Anderson with a clearing ball. Both sides struggling to clear it with true effect, and Marquez Walters fouling that time. Just taking down Geordie Marisic. Perhaps returning the favour for earlier. Tempers flaring on the benches at the moment. Just creeping into the game. Here's Mullen. Marino, the striker, dropping very deep to receive. Here's Murray. Has Halliday Out wide. Cut out by Smith. Walters. Holiday. A 1v1 and space to run into. Here's Holiday cutting inside. Beats two. Can't find Zach Kiepel inside. You can feel the crowd get more excited when that young man gets on the ball. He's all right. The ball in behind, looking for Murray. If he can keep it in play, does so. Flag stays down. And Reece Gwynn-Jones, the man who scored the opener, happy to clear the ball.
I think Holiday's been exciting so far. He's definitely going to be one to watch. I think Campbelltown just needs one of their strikers to be a little bit more ambitious, similar to what Holiday's doing, and just try to shoot through the gaps, open things up, one-on-ones, a little bit more ambition.
21 years of age, Ben Holiday, former Brisbane Roar youth player. We've seen plenty of players come through the Queensland NPL system as Marino does win his side a corner. You think of the likes of Jez Lofthouse a few years ago now at the Brisbane Roar for the last few seasons. Starred for Olympic, who do play next week in the Australia Cup as well, as they host Apia Leichhardt. What a game that'll be. Matsumoto to deliver for Campbelltown City. Can they make something of it? Declan Smith assured in the air. And a player down in back play, Marquez Walters. Perhaps with a late hit that time. Will get back up on his feet. Perhaps just a late elbow from Mullen. Not too much intent in it. He's straight back into the action. Marisic able to clear for Campbelltown City. Here's Donnelly Fagan. Skips inside, loses possession though, only momentarily. Chris Marr just steadying the ship. Now, a storming run, threaded through for Walters, and perhaps Zach Kiepel, almost Falcons a fan in the front row. Might have to give him the jersey after the game. A tight call.
And look, that's a prime example of Moreton City just having confidence, shooting through the gaps, making things happen. They had two runners there and almost paid off for them. I think Campbelltown right now just need to get a little bit of a possession. Don't force things and wait for the right moment to penetrate.
Strong driving run from Emran Donnelly Fagan to set it up. Coming into this game, coming out of his shell as the game goes on. 26 minutes gone. And Mullen found that time. Looks to move the ball quickly. Straight out of play. Not what he was after. That's for sure.
Definitely a foul there, but not much in it.
Matsumoto just handing it off for Centofanti to take the throw in. He's been good on the ball, has Matsumoto. Marisic looking for that looping ball forward. Murray just struggling to control it. Chaotic on that far side in this moment. He's all right. Launching it long towards Mullen. And just doesn't have the legs to track it down. Nathan Foster hasn't been asked to do too much so far in this game. Campbelltown City not testing him all that much. He's all right. Kept in play by Halliday. Marisic under pressure from Walters. Moreton City, Excelsior trying to force the error. Here's Ma. Does well to evade two. Just settle his side. Smith caught late and fouled by Alex Mullen. Getting in more advanced positions now is the skipper. Holiday somehow managed to keep that in play. Kirpal going down. Calls for a foul not given by Ali Reza Vigani in the middle. Is Woodlands. Wearing the gloves for Campbelltown City. Bernardi, no foul given. Matsumoto. Marked by Holiday. Doing a good job on him. He can't keep it in play, Matsumoto. Doing his defensive work as well. There's Ben Holiday at the moment.
Just another sign of Campbelltown maybe forcing things a little bit too much again. And I think just a minute earlier we saw Moreton City really organised in their front press, really eager to get that third goal. It's good to see.
Landed right on our heads here.
It's good to see a team who's still 2-0 up that's trying to push for a third goal.
Here's Marisic. Marino. Centofanti. Here's Mullen. Damon Anderson struggling to clear, but Moreton City do so. Here's Centofanti. Driving out of defence. Matsumoto out wide. Marked by Holiday. Cuts inside. Matsumoto. Smith gets a toe to it. Kirpal, lovely ball in behind for Marquez Walters. Can he make it three? Saved by Woodlands that time. And it was a one-on-one. And almost too much time.
Can see exactly what he's doing there. It's like all of us. We're typical strikers. We hesitate. I think he should have taken it on a
And Holiday going down. No foul given.
Yeah, sorry, I think he's hesitated there. He's thought about, should I take another touch and step through the keeper? Like you can see that well-timed run there. He's wanted to chip the keeper. I think he's come out, so the keeper's come out far enough. He should have taken another touch and gone on the other side and slotted in.
Fantastic ball by Zach Kirpal as well. Proper number 9's play. Holding it up. Perfectly weighted ball. Tough for the goalkeeper to make the decision whether to keep going, whether to stay. Here's Smith. Long ball. Direct play from Moreton City Excelsior. And they could have had 3 before half.
Yeah, I bet Walters is wishing he could have that one again, that's for sure.
Centofanti. Matsumoto taking it inside. Marino, good first touch. It was a good ball to find him too. Centofanti, first time ball. No one home.
Yeah, look, I think that's where they're struggling. I think they just need to spread out Moreton City a little bit, just move the ball wide, come back in central, start waiting for things to open up. I think out of the two teams, where Moreton City are going well, they're executing at the right time. They're not forcing it. With the counter-attack, they're playing long when it's on. They're not forcing it. I'd like to see Campbelltown do that just a little bit more often than not.
Be a frustrating start for them, no doubt. You can sense it rising. Campbell Johnson here in commentary alongside M. Gilnick. Here's Walters, Kierfeld. One back by Donnelly Fagan. Centofanti doing well at the base of midfield for Campbelltown City. On a tough day in the office so far. Here's Ma. Good ball forward for Kierfeld. Struggling to keep it under control. All right. Space for Campbelltown City to move forward now. Need that intensity. Need that sense of urgency. 34 minutes gone in this game. Still plenty of time for them to get back into it. The Australia Cup, always great lead in to the A-League season. Men's and women's. Women's season not too far away, so too the men's. Lovely header out by Damon Anderson, flying out of defence. And you've had a little bit of a different off-season than perhaps maybe you would in the past. Something to do with the amazing race.
I have indeed, yeah. And at the very least, it was amazing. Money can't buy experience. It'll air in a couple of months, I believe. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. But, yeah, what an experience I had there without giving too much away. It's probably one of the best times I've had in my life, other than being a footballer. Obviously very different than being a footballer. But yeah, I got to share that moment with Chloe Lagazzo, good friend of mine. Met a lot of iconic people on the show. So yeah, very different to what I'm doing right now, that's for sure.
I just want to know who your agent is, Em, because I need to get my ticket on the amazing race for next season. Head around the world.
I'll hand the number over.
Tempers flaring on the far side as well, as they have done all game long. Marquez Walters being wrestled down by Jordi Maricic. It's been an intriguing contest all game long between those two.
Yeah, and I think Walters, he just needs to keep being a hassle. There's nothing that defenders hate more is when a striker gives them a hard time. He just needs to get nice and close, runs in behind, hard tackles, just be an absolute nuisance up front.
Damon Anderson with the delivery just before. Held onto with ease in the end. Now Marino striking and a heavy deflection of their own. And against the run of play, Campbelltown City have got one back.
And it's just as simple as that. It's not necessarily a lapse in concentration. It's just a little bit of luck. On the front foot. There he is. He's gone for a through ball. Not necessarily gone exactly where he wanted to. And it's taken an unfortunate deflection on the chest, isn't it?
Not much Nick Bernardi could have done in that situation. Trying to get in the way of it. And I guess that's just the footy gods in the end of the day.
And that's
one went the other way, now this way.
That's just how quickly a game of football can turn. I think now we're going to start to see the last 5 or 6 minutes of intensity. It's now a 2-1, it's game on.
Certainly is. That's just the tonic that Campbelltown City needed. Here's Scott. Taking a strike, deflected once more this time from Joe Scott. That time, not as lethal.
Seems to be a game of deflections right now.
Here's Mullen. Will that goal inspire Campbelltown City to get back into this game? Just a goal in it now. And what a contest we have. Here's Scott. Kierpal. Outside of the box, takes a touch. Running out of room, running out of options. And giving away possession, Mullen. Smith. Confusion between Foster and Smith that time. And Moreno just sniffing for that opportunity. Now they win it back. From range, it's Maury now. And the energy from Campbelltown City lifting greatly from that goal.
You could see it in his body language there. He thought about the chip. The keeper was just off his line there, but he went for the low strike instead, and unfortunately it didn't pay off. But good pressure now from Campbelltown. Starting to turn it up.
They've had a sniff now. They want more. That goal halving the deficit. Here's Scott, first time delivery. And Centofanti deflecting it out for a corner. What a game we have.
Really enjoying the aggressive front pressure from Moreton City at the moment, to be fair. I think it's rewarding them with corners and they're getting balls back. And the only thing I will say is on the back of that is they're putting bodies up forward. So can Campbelltown recognise that and find the time to really, really expose them?
Just two players back. Two outfield players, I should say. For Moreton City, Chris Marr set to deliver a cue of yellow shirts. Here's Marr delivering towards that front post. And it's headed out that time for a goal kick. Did find a yellow shirt in the end. Couldn't steer a goal bound though. It was a quick delivery into the box too. And just flicked off by what looked like Damon Anderson.
Great pace on the delivery of the corner as well, and a lot of willing runners. Just need a glancing header there. There's a lot of energy on that ball. So really good intentions from Moreton City.
Here's Matsumoto. Mullen driving out of defence, almost giving away possession. Matsumoto does very well just to shield the ball and draw a foul as well. Here's Centofanti. All right. Intercepted by Anderson. Mullen. Maury. Looking for options, does well with his feet. Smith blocking it well. Kierpal, good hold-up play. Wasn't able to find Marquez Walters. Moreno. Really linking up play at the moment. Halliday. Blocked well. On that far side.
And that's much better there from Moreton City. Two willing runners in the box. Deep cross, if you'd like to say, but a little bit more consistency on the ball. More touches, more patience. I think they've been a lot better this last five.
Time running out in this first half. If they could even get another, make it square at the break, what a result that would be. Centofanti finding space of his own. Nathan Foster hangs on. And it just opened right up for him there.
He'd want that one back. I'll tell you what, he probably had another second or two to just take another touch inwards towards goal and have a better strike at goal. I know he didn't hit that well, but yeah, it opened right up for him.
Holiday going down. Mullen putting it out of play. Not happy with the decision, but did go out. Holiday brought down once more, and a bit of friendly fire. Just being fired into Matsumoto. And he's feeling every bit of it. Here's exactly why. Ben Holiday brought down, and then, just fired by Mullen into Matsumoto, and he's still reeling in it.
Holiday's been really good this half. I think he's been causing absolute chaos there for these defenders, and you can tell that foul, that's just frustration. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing alongside with him and Walters. I think they're going to just be an absolute force in this second half.
They've been good from set pieces. Have Moreton City Excelsior in this first half. Not much left in this opening stanza. And a big opportunity. Holiday and Marr standing over it. Two-man wall. Here's Marr delivering towards that front post, headed away. Only momentarily. Donnelly Fagan skips one. Blocked by the Campbelltown City defence. Can they break now? Here's Marino. Not much help arriving, and a good tackle by the captain.
Tell you what, I'm loving the speed of these set pieces. I mean, I'm a striker, and I love when a ball comes in with that kind of intensity. All you need is to get in between the gaps, a glancing header, and that's another goal for me. So that was a good intention right there. Unlucky not to capitalise on that.
Here's Halliday. Launched forward by Campbelltown City. One back by Moreton City. Marquez Walters going aerial. Can't come down with it though. 2 minutes to be added on here at Walter Park in this first half. Here's Murray skipping past two. Can he go past three? Murray dispossessed by Moreton City. Mullen in behind for Murray. Can he keep it in play? Goes down. Waved off by Alireza Fagani. And Smith launching it long. Direct play with 2 left. And brought down once more. What will be the decision? Yellow card coming out. It'll probably be Jordy Marisic, who has been putting a few challenges on all game long. And has probably been coming, I think it's fair to say. Not a whole lot there, though. Alireza Fagani just trying to get control back of the game. Minute left to play. In stoppage time in this first half. His centre Fanti. Mullen flicking it on. Smith clearing.
30 seconds left.
It's been an absolute war in this first half. Both sides throwing everything at it. Physical first half. Hard running from both sides. Here's Halliday. Intercepted by Marr. Kierpel making the run in behind. Can't be found though. And that is halftime here at Walter Park. What a first half we had here in the north of Brisbane. And it ends after a chaotic opening stanza. Moreton City Excelsior 2. Campbelltown City 1.
Spectators must not enter or attempt to enter the field of play or playing arena without lawful authority. Any person who does not comply
We'll be back in just a moment. Stick with us.
or who otherwise causes a disturbance may be evicted from the venue and may be banned from attending future matches. Thank you very much.
Oh, celebration in 2-3 take. Oh, celebration in 2-3 take.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will do the draw for the raffles now. First one will be the children's raffle, so time to get your tickets out. And the man drawing that will be Shane from Hoek Modular Homes. So the winner is a purple ticket. F for Freddie, 69. And the winner is Bailey. So Bailey, with purple ticket F69. If you would like to come to the bar area, don't come into the bar itself, come to the bar area, and we will pass on your prize to you. Congratulations. Bailey, purple ticket F69. And for the adults raffle, we got Mo from Modular Homes here to do the draw for us. As soon as we can unlock the container.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, Mo's drawing the ticket out now, and the winner, the adult prize, it's a green ticket, number 60. It belongs to Amy. So Amy, green ticket 60. If you have that, please come to the bar, and you've got a prize to collect. So children's prize winner Bailey, purple ticket F69. Adult prize winner Amy, tickets green C60. Green C60, Amy. Comes to the bar area.
Well, how about that? Welcome back to Walter Park. Perhaps some future Moreton City Excelsior players, senior players in that mix. And what a first half we had here in the north of Brisbane. Moreton City Excelsior coming out of the gate strong before a big turnout right at the end. A few lucky goals in there as well from Campbelltown City. But what a fast start from Moreton City.
Oh, they've had an aggressive start, Moreton City, and they're just oozing in confidence after that first goal. and after that put the second one away. And I think even then, even going 2-1 down, they've just showed signs and signs of wanting more and more, and I love that from a team. And to be honest, what I'm liking the most is their intent towards goals, the time to counter-attack, the intensity of the counter-attack, the threats in behind. It's been more and more constant, and they're getting rewarded for it, whereas Campbelltown been a little bit slow to start. They haven't picked their moments well. They haven't picked moments to counter-attack. And yeah, they've been punished. I mean, they got one back and they're 2-1, but I still feel like they're lagging a bit. They need to throw a little bit more of an attacking threat moving forward.
What do they need to do in this second half to come? We saw Marino, as from a striker's perspective, dropping deep quite a lot. But what do they really need to do in this second half?
Yeah, I think Marino's been crucial, you know, coming deep and getting the ball and driving through. But I think they need plays out wide. They need plays breaking lines. They need plays coming short. I think that's what Walter's doing so well in Holiday. They're getting the ball and they're going in behind. So they're a constant threat, and the variation's going to be key. Campbelltown need to kind of throw the kitchen sink at it. They've travelled a long way. They get a little bang for their buck in this second half. I think they need to gamble. They need to get players on the ball. They need to get runs in behind, and they need to get themselves some set pieces, to be honest.
We saw Moreton City Excelsior play very directly in that first half as well. We can have a look here at the half-time stats. The expected goals, whether you like the stat or not, very reflective of the deflections that we saw in that first half. 2 of the goals that we've got coming from those. So very low percentage chances. But we can see, even though Moreton City Excelsior, we've been saying how much they've been dominating, possession would say otherwise.
Yeah, possession would say otherwise, but that's typical football, isn't it? You can have all the possession and be the other team that's in the red, to be fair. And look, it's one of those games so far, but I mean, standing up here and commentating this game, it's pretty evident that we can see that Moreton City right now is the dominant team in possession. They haven't had much of it, but when they are, they're crucial with it. They execute well and they pick their moments, and they're doing it a lot better than what Campbelltown are at the moment.
We saw Moreton City Excelsior fly out the gates, and as soon as Campbelltown City went down, we saw the tempers flare. What a physical first half we saw.
It's physical, you know, and that's the dangers of football. You can't get caught into it. I see Matsumoto. He's the one now, and during both of the goals I've been really watching his body language. He's tried to calm and nurture the team down and bring them back down to earth and not to panic. And you can't let tempers flare. You can't let frustration. You know, no one's been the best player when you're most frustrated. So the proof's in the pudding. Go out there and action it with the football you're playing, and they just need to get a little bit of composure back. They don't need to get into big tackles. They don't need to rush the play. They just need to take a notch down, get a bit of tempo on the ball, string some passes together, and build some cohesion, because that's what Moreton City have done really well in this first half.
We've talked at length about how good Ben Holiday has been in that first half, but also Campbelltown City have plenty of A-League experience in their squad. But let's just talk about Ben Holiday for a second. How good was he in that first half? He's
so exciting, you know. He's making runs in behind, but he's coming in deep to get the ball. I think between him and where they are and where Campbelltown is, that's the one thing I think they may be lacking from a striker's perspective, knowing when to go in behind and when to come back. For some reason that's working, and you know, he's been really, really exciting this first half. I can't wait to see how he goes in the second half, but that's what you want in a player, threatening in behind, going at the defense 1v1, and just being an absolute nightmare. I know it's a headache for defenders, that's why I'm not one, because I'd hate my life if I was them. And yeah, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing and keep threatening in behind, but he's given the crowd an entertaining night of football, that's for sure.
Marquez Walters as well, causing plenty of problems up top for that Campbelltown City defence. Plenty of excited fans here in the crowd. A big second stanza to come on 10 Play.
many thanks to those young players putting on an exhibition for us at half-time. Thank you very much to them and to their parents for coming down tonight.
You're right.
Welcome back to Walter Park. What a fiery first half we had here in Brisbane, here in the Moreton Bay region. More of the same to come in this second stanza. Campbelltown City with work to do, the visitors. They've come a long way and they won't want to go home without anything to show for it. Moreton City Excelsior, the hosts, putting on a show to start. Lots of hard running, especially by Marquez Walters, Zach Kierpal, Ben Holliday down the left-hand side. Campbell Johnson here in commentary, joined by 54-time Matilda M. Gilnick. What an exciting first half we had.
Yeah, it was indeed, and just like you said, Campbelltown have come a long way, so I can imagine that dressing room chat was full of fire. They're going to come out strong and aggressive, I can imagine, and look, they won't want to go home empty-handed, so it's going to be a big second half.
There was plenty of aggression in the first half as well. And there's plenty of experience in this Campbelltown City side. Will that prove dividends in this second half as we are underway in the round of 32 of the Australia Cup, the first match of the season of the 2024 edition. Here's Ma, and his fair share of Australia Cup matches as we start off the second half exactly how you left us in the first. Plenty of feeling out there between the players. And Chris Marr will see yellow for his actions. Just letting frustrations boil over. And as well, is that something that you potentially say is like, don't let them bully you? Is that something that maybe Moreton City said at half-time, potentially?
I mean, yeah, look, they probably had some, dressing room chat. But look, for me, there's not too much in there. That's just a simple tackle. It's a little unnecessary. Campbelltown are obviously going to be frustrated this whole entire half until they come back level. So just got to keep tempers down. Don't let anything boil over. Get back to playing football.
Well, Chris Marr's set piece in the first half was on point. Can he do the same here? Marr. Lovely ball towards the back post. Smith that time. Marino able to clear for Campbelltown City. Centofanti. Damon Anderson. The crucial intervention. Marino in behind this time. Foster a long way from home. And composed play from the goalkeeper. In tough conditions and a lot of traffic is Centofanti.
That's exactly what I want to see from Marino, making forward runs. Look, he was 1 against 4 there, but the intent is there, right? We need more and more of that from Campbelltown now, and Marino especially.
It's exactly what Michael Matriciani would have wanted out of that halftime break. That thrust and sense of urgency from his side. He's their star player going forward. Here's Walters, the star of Moreton City Excelsior, up top, leading the Golden Boot, and into the arms of Alex Woodlands. No troubles that time.
Yeah, probably a little bit, not one of his better decisions there, Walters. I think he didn't put the early ball in, which was smart because there was only one player in there, but I think he could have just come back out. There wasn't much on there for him. So maybe just a little bit more patience, but it's early days.
Here's Mullen. Marino going down. And a fairly innocuous one, perhaps caught by Declan Smith. No malice there. Perhaps just a stud on the ankle.
Definitely no intentions in that, but I've been in that position many a times. You're both looking at the ball, going towards the ball, and you get tagged right on the back of the Achilles there. It's a nasty one. You just have to run that one off.
Certainly doesn't tickle. Marino smiling about it though. No intent there from Declan Smith, Moreton City captain. Here's Marisic. Lofted ball. Looking for Mullen. Moreton City able to clear. Centofanti giving away possession. Numbers forward for Moreton City. Quick ball. Now, Scott just struggling to keep it on the break. Good turn. Here's Mullen, the skipper. They need something from their captain. Loses possession. His former side, Sydney FC, in action at the moment as well. Here's Ma.
I think Campbelltown are playing it too safe. They had an opportunity to press and throw numbers up there and get pressure and get that ball back and counter-attack, but they just turned it over now, and now they're on the back foot.
Here's Anderson. Walters. Looking to get past Halliday. Anderson unable to find a teammate. Had a solid game down this right-hand side. Has Damon Anderson. The Moreton Bay Junior was part of the grand final winning side. Under 23s that being. In 2021 under Cam Miller. He's all right. Mullen under pressure. So too Woodlands. Centofanti. Almost giving away possession. Murray, good ball for Mullen. He tried something inventive, but it didn't come off. Here's Anderson. Walters. Scott now. Donnelly Fagan, former Sanford Rangers player. Kept in play by Anderson. Donnelly Fagan with the delivery, and it is good too. Mullen heads it out of danger. Matsumoto under pressure, giving away possession this time. Kiapel striking, rifled off the upright. And it doesn't cross the line. And they get a second effort, but that was hit with some ferocity from Zach Kiapel.
Unbelievable strike there, and it's probably one of those ones where you maybe wish as a striker you had VAR. Did it go over the line?
Well, we'll get to have a look now. Struck at some speed. It looks like it was not over the line.
It was
from
close.
my perspective. Maybe a striker sitting next to me would say otherwise.
Always.
Either way, struck so sweetly by Zach Kiapel. His best opportunity, arguably, of the game. And it'll lift the spirits of this Moreton City side. Here's Scott, lovely back heel for Marquez Walters. Cuts inside and makes it three! He is oozing class. Marquez Walters. Sensational composure from the youngster, and showing exactly why he's leading the Golden Boot in Queensland.
Beautifully done there. Cuts inside, fakes the shot. Keeper set. He can see that defender's coming straight in. He's got nowhere to go. As soon as he sees that keeper set, it's an easy one for a number 9 there. Just slot it low and hard. Player full of confidence right now. Unbelievable play.
Joe Scott with a brilliant assist there as well. The back heel. Now 3-1 Moreton City. Campbelltown with the work to do once more.
Campbelltown really need a positive response now.
And they've given away possession. Here's Kierpau streaming forward. Not many options on the left-hand side. He might find Ben Holiday. We'll keep it in play. Here's Ma. The swagger now from Moreton City. Playing with such confidence. Lifted ball into the box. Poured away by the Campbelltown City defence. Here's Smith. Donnelly Fagan. Scott. Really building nicely into this game. Kierpau from range this time. Well, he struck the woodwork before. He's fancying himself. Can't hit the target that time, though.
You can really start to see the difference in the sides in terms of composure there. Moreton City just dictating the pressure, putting their foot on the ball when the time is right to turn out, and then to get in behind when the time's right. I think they've just been a little bit better in slowing it down and speeding it up. Really enjoying watching them this second half.
Here's Matsumoto. Lovely ball for Mullen now. In behind, Foster saved. Contact in the box. And it will be a corner kick. And chaotic that time. Mullen in behind and in the box. Well saved by Foster. Legs everywhere.
Great save there, and you could start to see, I know it's probably hard to see in that moment, but the defenders there were already cutting out that back pass and watching that back post, so really good defending there in crucial moments, but keeper, great save, great hand.
Campbelltown City wanting to reply. Mullen unable to steer it goal bound. Kierpau has Walters running in behind. And Centofanti able to cut it out.
And just look at the urgency there from Moreton City. I mean, they're up 3-1 and they're already trying to counter-attack from a corner. Really good urgency from Moreton City.
Looking to put that foot down. 3-1 at the moment. They want more. The ball in behind now for Marino. Getting the strike away himself and dragging it wide.
I think Marino there didn't really have another option, to be honest. The two boys in the centre, one coming out to the left flank. There wasn't enough presence there in the middle, so he just had a crack. It's skewed wide, but we just need a little bit more conviction there from the front line.
Damon Anderson and Ben Holiday switching sides. Here's Scott. Walters. Holiday to the byline, across the face, almost turned in and almost followed up by Marquez Walters. Just slicing away from him. Didn't quite fall, but good work from Ben Holiday once more.
Yeah, you can definitely see he's just mishit that. But look, right place, right time. For some reason, I feel another one coming his way.
You heard it here first. Getting himself in good areas, that's for sure. And a miscommunication between Mullen and Marino that time. Just fell outside Marquez Walters' path. Is all right. Holiday winning the header. Smith. Heavy first touch. Murray able to make it hard for him.
Just starting to feel this hometown advantage right now. The crowd getting behind them. The boys' confidence. I think they're really taking advantage of this home game right now. It's good to see.
Here's Moreton. Famous name in Australian football. Centofanti. That ball in behind. Can't find it. Donnelly Fagan. Here's Campbelltown. In his second stint at the club. Good ball in behind for Marquez Walters, who makes it 4. And M. Gildick's prediction comes off. Nostradamus who? Moreton City Excelsior are absolutely flying.
And that's a typical striker move right there. I mean, this through ball, the time run, the touch to the side to get the angle on the keeper, and the execution on the finish. I mean, well done. Take a bow. Walters, he's on fire right now.
Zach Campbell's ball in behind as well. Sensational. He's had a few today, whether they've come off or not, that just really nicely weighted in behind the defence, making life easy for Marquez Walters. You got to finish him. His second of the night, Marquez Walters. Second of the half. Putting the side on his back at the moment. Now Anderson. The delivery almost sneaking its way in. I think it took a touch off the woodwork on its way through. Just that top corner. Moreton City Excelsior getting ready to make a change. Joe Scott, as soon as that goal went in, was waving for a little bit of assistance, and he'll get it now.
I actually see the intention to cross there, to be fair, but look, great shot on goal if you want to call it that. But he had the striker in the goal there, but he's actually done a shot cross, and it's almost gone in.
Certainly did. Look like a cross. If it went in, though, he might be saying something else.
You'd definitely be saying it's a shot if it goes in.
I meant to do it, mate.
It's called a shot.
What are you talking about?
A shot.
A shot. I like it. Setamurai coming on. Good addition to this Moreton City side. Japanese 23-year-old initially came to Australia with Robina City before moving over to Moreton City this year. And what a great performance it was from Joe Scott. His day comes to an end, but so crucial. It's what this Moreton City side have done in this opening 60 minutes. Here's Maury. Marino makes some space for himself, and a great hit. With a fair bit of knuckle on it too. Doesn't cause too many problems for Nathan Foster though.
Hit that really well, just didn't have enough on it. But I'm starting to see just how composed and disciplined this Moreton City side is just right now as you're looking. Look how set up they are to press. They're 4-1 up. I love a team that wants more.
Tell you what, that was a little bit close from Alex Woodlands on the edge of the box with goalkeeper. Not called by Alireza Fagani though, just stayed in the box. Here's Donnelly Fagan. Seta Murai injected into this midfield now. That's a little bit of a deeper option for Moreton City. They don't look like they're shutting up shop anytime soon. Centofanti.
I think we just needed to see Mullen there a moment ago just peel off the back shoulder and make a run out wide. I think Campbelltown are really looking for a little bit more depth in behind, a little bit more forward runs. Just need Mullen to try and provide that stretch. And here he is now, just creating something.
Matsumoto. Josh Murray has been really dangerous down this left-hand side as well, and Marquez Walters clattered there. He does get up. Just good to see because he's been so good today.
Often as a striker, the more goals you score, the more vulnerable you are coming in deep to get it, because you want those defenders, they just want to crumble you. So I think he should stick to just making runs in behind for now, because it's keeping him safe and it's working for him.
Kiepel getting the head of that time. Here's Murray. He's been so good on the ball all day long. Holiday skips inside, beats one. Ball out wide for Kiepel. Cutting inside himself, waiting for options. They never arrive. Perhaps should have just fired away, taken the selfish option. Great tackle from Gwyn Jones, and the frustration building. He opened the scoring. Did Reece Gwyn Jones. He's been solid at the back all game long. Murray. Kiepel. Good delivery that time. Oh, my word! Zach Kiepel, take a bow.
Wow.
We were just talking about cross-come shots. That's exactly it.
I actually thought he started to look a little tired there, and I was wondering if he was trying to whip one in, but wow, he's got some shape on that. And I think if we ask him after the game, was it a shot or was it a cross, he's going to say it's a shot any time of the day. But what a finish there. A much-deserved finish.
Sensational. And Moreton City Excelsior. Well, that might be game, set and match.
Yeah, look, with only 5 minutes to play and potentially some extra time, it's going to be a hard fight here for Campbelltown. They really just need to throw the kitchen sink at this last 5 minutes. Get the ball forward, get runners forward. Try and cause some damage in behind.
Moreton City Excelsior 5. Campbelltown City 1. What a scoreline for the hosts. And still 25 minutes to play. Here's Centofanti. Here's Murray. Out wide for Halliday. Holiday. Murray. Under pressure. I'll tell you what, it'll be a very happy home clubhouse tonight after this game. They'll be happy in the sheds afterwards too.
I think there might be a few late night celebrations after this one. It's a good home win for these boys and are confident. I mean, I can't say it's a win, but it's 5-1, right? So a very, very convincing game tonight from Moreton City.
It's a Tuesday night, Em. It's a school night.
It is a school night. I see a lot of kids out. I don't know if they're going to school or they might be sleeping in tomorrow.
Here's Marisic. Headed away by Moreton City. Lovely move that time from Anderson, the Moreton Bay Junior. That's lovely from Holiday. Marquez Walters. Out wide for Kiepel now. Walters. The strike from Donnelly Fagan. Blocked by Campbelltown City. And the confidence this Moreton City Excelsior side are playing with. Tell you what, it's fun to watch. Here's Donnelly Fagan. Kiepel. Marked by Centofanti. He's looking for that run on the edge of the box by Chris Marr or Emma and Donnelly Fagan. Didn't arrive though, and Reece Gwyn Jones cutting off the passing lane.
Smart there from Jones. I could already see him anticipating about that ball, and that's the difference right now. Play's becoming quite predictable for Campbelltown.
Here's Murray. Campbelltown City having a good season in the South Australian NPL. Of course, they beat MacArthur last year in the Australia Cup. A-League opposition. And what a contrast that is to tonight. Here's Bernardi. Anderson. On this left-hand side now. Mullen, big challenge by Kierpau. Gives away the foul too. Here's Halliday. Won by Moreton City Excelsior. Here's Murray. Looking for that ball in behind, and Woodlands not troubled in the end. Campbell Johnson here in commentary. The 10 play. Joined by M. Gilnick. 54-time Matilda. A-League women's star as well. Here's Walters. Ball just behind Holiday.
You can start to see now, just in this last 30 seconds, the intent of Moreton City trying to go forward, but I think they're just running out of legs a little bit, aren't they? It is a Tuesday night, like you said, a midweek game. It's catching up to them, but I love the urgency. They're looking for another goal.
It's Donnelly Fagan. Smith. Walters. Here's Smith. The captain out of defence. Lovely ball from Marr. Murray now. Out wide. Anderson. Murray inside with the strike. Just dragged wide. 70 minutes gone. A chance for 6. They can't hit the back of the net. A couple of changes being made by Campbelltown City.
No, they didn't talk to me at all. You have to talk to me first. I have to put it in.
Okay. Yes.
Triple substitution. Nick Graves, James Boffer, and Joshua Baresi as well.
19 for 9.
Here's Murray. Substitutes have to wait. Ball in behind. Can't find Marino. Sent high by Smith though. Holiday. Santafanti. Great ball in behind. Matsumoto looking for the cutback. Couldn't find Mullen though, and a big challenge after the fact. And a foul going the way of Moreton City Excelsior, and now the triple change. It'll be Daniel Mullen making way alongside Mark Marino.
Number 10, Joshua Baresi replaces number 7, Joel Allwright.
James Boffer coming on.
James Boffer replaces
Joel Allwright also making way. The third substitution. All three made. Moreton City will take the opportunity to do the same in just a moment. Jack McAnally and Sam Knight getting ready to come on. Plenty of minutes being spread around when the game state is like this, 5-1.
Yeah, I think it's perfect timing now. There's just about 20 minutes to go left in this football match tonight. Campbelltown just needs something new out there, a little bit of injection of energy. So let's see if these 3 substitutes could be the game changer, can turn things around.
Both sides fighting for finals as well in their respective leagues. Whole season management has to be looked at. Here's Holiday. Marked by Halliday towards the byline. Holiday cutting towards that front post. Kirpal caught up in his legs. Can he steer it goal bound? He had a second bite of the cherry. Didn't have enough power on the header. Did well to make something of it though. One of the changes getting straight into the action. Joshua Baresi. Here's Ma.
Just come up to halfway.
Moreton City Excelsior will make that double change. Jack McAnally coming on. Former Brisbane City player. His former side. We play tomorrow night against Western Sydney Wanderers. Reece Gwynn-Jones, who opened the scoring, his day comes to an end. As to Ben Holiday, two players who had sensational games, respectively. Their days come to an end with just over 15 minutes to play. Great ball from Donnelly Fagan. Marcus Walters couldn't keep it under control though. Here's Anderson. Murray. Making some room for himself. Anderson now. Knight. Walters. Mark striking this time. And it goes wide after taking a touch on its way through.
And that was almost just another deflection there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final attendance for tonight's Australia Cup match is 869.
The attendance ringing around the stadium. 869 in the house.
For a cold Tuesday night, it's pretty good.
And Walter Park is a place that weirdly just gets cold too. Starting to feel it. Here's Ma. Flicked on. Knight. First time ball. Making its way towards goal. And Smith was rising. Just putting it over the target. And really trying to put their foot on the pedal.
It's an unfortunate one there for Smith. He's definitely got over the top of those defenders and he just misguided that ball. He'd already beaten the keeper. He just wish he took a little bit of an edge off that one.
He's been fantastic all game long at the heart of this Moreton City Excelsior defence. True captain's performance. There's not many Moreton City players who've really put a foot wrong.
Collectively, I think everyone's been really good tonight. Everyone on the same page. Something that Campbelltown's been lacking, cohesiveness. I think Moreton City have really found that tonight.
As they win the ball back. Murray cuts back. Had Walters in space. Kirpal goes down, draws the foul.
Walters would be furious there. I know I would be if I was a striker. He'd made a great run off the shoulder there. He was blaring with pace. He just needed that slip ball in behind, and he's one-on-one for me.
I can tell how much of a striker you are, Em, by the sigh that comes out of your mouth when you just see the player go the other way.
Typical striker body language right there. You know, when we've made that that gut run, we want that ball in behind. So yeah, to be fair, he was quite kind about it.
There's Ma delivering now. Marquez Walters on a hat-trick too, must be said. Bernardi. Knight. McAnally. Smith controlling it well and hit beautifully from the former striker. Reeling back the years, Declan Smith. Sensational. Here's Murray. Bernardi. Uriah again. Here's Smith. Ball in behind for Knight. It's a good one too. Just trying to keep it in play. Couldn't get around the ball though. Sam Knight.
That's the thing about being a former striker, right? He's back there, but he knows how those strikers want that run. I think that's anticipated just half a second earlier. That's in on goal. What a great look that was. Great ball in behind.
Great volley as well by Declan Smith. Unlucky. Had to put it in the back of the net. Well controlled. Here's Kierpel. Been busy all game long. Foster.
Looks like Moreton City are going to make their last few substitutions, so a big inject of energy, I can imagine that's starting to come on for the last little bit of this match.
Always a great opportunity. Put yourself on the national stage in the Australia Cup. A yellow card being shown the way of Emran Donnelly-Fagan. Will Edmondson coming on. So too Liam Byrne. To be just the two changes. Now Campbelltown City. Halliday. Baresi. Lovely bit of footwork from the substitute, making himself an opportunity. Couldn't find a teammate though. Here's Mullen. Santofani with the strike this time himself. Can't steer a goal bound, always rising. Moreton City Excelsior making that double change. Marquez Walters coming off. He's not happy about it either.
And that smirk says it all. He wanted the hat-trick, doesn't he? I'd be a little bit upset too if I was coming off after scoring 2 goals and feeling on fire.
When you're on a hat-trick too. Stiff. Will Edmiston coming on as well. Chris Marr making way. Done a great job in that engine room all game long. 10 minutes to play. And the Moreton City boys are up and about. Here's Mullen. Edmiston. Great young midfielder. Straight into the action. Kierpel. Smith getting forward now. The opportunity straight away from Parkinson. And the whole bench and coaching staff from Moreton City up on their feet. Murray. It was Liam Byrne. In fact, getting in behind. Now Baresi looking to put it over. Nathan Foster.
That's end-to-end right there, isn't it? Look, I can see what he was trying to do. I think the boys were encouraging from the side. That was his first interaction, possibly even his first touch on the ball. He did the right thing, and unfortunately he just couldn't execute it. And then down the other end, I saw what he was trying to do there. He should have got a better execution on the lob. He wanted to lob the keeper. That should have been a goal for me.
Liam Byrne, 19 years of age. Great opportunity for him now. Graves streaming forward for Campbelltown City. Marked by McAnally. Graves, centering ball. Maury brought down in the box. No penalty given. Alireza Fagani
it's a close
waves
one.
it off. I'm not sure I agree with him.
I'm going to need to see the replay there, but it's a close one. He may have been milking it a little bit more than we would have liked.
And a big challenge that time from Murray. And the tensions rising once more. Let's have a look back at it.
Not enough in it. Not enough for a penalty for me.
Good decision by Alireza Fagani. perhaps looking for it a little bit was Josh Murray.
15 on, 11 off. Next down.
Anthony Piscineri coming on for Campbelltown City as well. Heavy challenge.
Yeah, this should be a what? Mickey
from
now.
Murray on Matsumoto. And the compatriots colliding.
Ladies and gentlemen, a friendly reminder that spectators are not
Josh Murray.
permitted to enter the
That
field of
his
play
final involvement
at
of the
any
game.
time, including after the match. Please
He's
do
had a
not
good
enter the
game
field of play
in a
after
side
the
that have
match.
struggled.
Thank you.
Looking lively throughout. Struggling to develop anything of true substance. However, symptomatic of the side this evening. Damon Anderson, perhaps just having a little bit of pickle juice, a little bit of cramp. Long season.
Familiar friend for us, the old friendly pickle juice towards the end of a match.
Ball in now from Campbelltown City, looping ball to Nathan Foster, underneath it with ease. Eight minutes to play here at Walter Park. Edmiston, Murray. Too much going on in front of him. Bide himself some time.
Joshua Murray.
Here's Bernardi. Lovely flick from Smith, just to open up McNally. Donnelly Fagan. And cleared. It's Damon Anderson back into the action.
Be really interesting to see how the strikers fill the gap without Walters there. What it does is it gives other strikers other opportunities to grow into the game, to get some game time, to be creative. Different type of striker to what Walters is, but let's see what these substitutes bring to this last 5 or so minutes of this match.
Knight just keeps it in play for Byrne. Did very well. Anderson. Donnelly Fagan. Edmiston. Moreton City just taking their time now. Not forcing anything. No need to. There's Donnelly Fagan. Intercepted. One straight back by Moreton City. Smith brought down. Fouled that time by Baresi. Here's Smith. Was looking for Bernardi out wide, couldn't find him.
It's a little better from Campbelltown. I'd really love to see them apply a little bit more pressure up front, be a little bit more aggressive in their press, throw something at this game for this last 4 or 5 minutes.
Here's Kierpel. Can he throw something at it late here? Byrne almost bringing it down. Mullen. McNally. 3.5 to play. Another change being made by Campbelltown City. And it is cleared. It stays in play for Jack McNally. Mario Arico getting ready to come on. It's McNally.
Yeah, ref.
That well by Baresi.
Geordie.
Jordy Marisic making way. His day comes to an end. Hard fought performance at the heart of defence. Here's McNally. Edmiston unable to control it. Mullen. And the pace. That time by Nick Graves showing off. Declan Smith just had to clear. Didn't have any other choice. Early ball from Bernardi in behind. Woodland's fast off his line, able to clear.
I think maybe Woodlands could have shown a little bit more composure in that moment there. He didn't really have too much pressure charging his direction. I think he could have just put his foot on the ball, played out from there. Just small little details now for Campbelltown.
Here's Graves. McNally wins out. Halliday able to get a touch on it, couldn't control it though. Here's Smith. There's a good run out wide from Anderson. Spots it too. He'll keep it in play. Anderson inside. Donnelly Fagan lifting it in behind, looking for Muir. Here's Matsumoto. It's been strong all game long. Matsumoto delivering towards that front post, and it is cleared by Edmiston. Will be a corner.
It's a good little bit of play there from Matsumoto. Just waited to draw that defender in, and then there was a good near post run there at the front. Just a little bit earlier. We may have seen a near post flick on there, but really good play there from Campbelltown.
Campbelltown City with the opportunity perhaps for a late consolation goal off the corner. Too deep of a delivery that time. Here's Mullen, the captain. Centofanti. Matsumoto heading it down for Halliday. Can they get one late? Matsumoto headed away. Boffa. 3 minutes to be added on at Walter Park. Baresi. Mullen opens things up for the back post. Matsumoto, good header back inside, and Nathan Foster equal to it.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes of time added on.
Campbelltown City not going down without a fight late here at Walter Park. Too little, too late. However, as Kierpelt brought down, advantage paid to Moreton City Excelsior. Donnelly Fagan, Byrne. Donnelly Fagan once more. Knight. Murai. Can't find a teammate. Campbelltown City able to exit through Graves. And the Moreton City Excelsior boys getting very lively. I was like, yes, you can. In a 5-1 victory. Baresi going down. No foul given. Under 2 minutes to play. Out wide, Matsumoto. Kierpelt. The crucial touch there, and Bernardi. Happy to send it down the line. Here's Mullen. Centofanti. He's been good in that 6th role for Campbelltown City today. Halliday. Cuts back inside. Headed goal bound. And it won't hit the target. Strong header from Graves though.
You see that ruffle the back of the net, and to be fair, I thought that was in. Good little bit of play there from Campbelltown. Good to see them getting bodies forward. Wish they had started this process a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit too late now, but I'd like to see them, even for this last minute, just pushing forward.
Here's Knight. NPL Queensland stalwart. Here's McNally. Bernardi. Matsumoto wrestled down by Nick Bernardi. Knew what he was doing. And we'll see yellow for it. And just slowing things down right at the death here at Walter Park. Just didn't want to let Matsumoto get away. Centofanti to deliver. Perhaps one last chance for Campbelltown City in this year's edition of the Australia Cup. The whistle goes up, and a dominant win by the home side, Moreton City Excelsior, 5-1. A five-star performance from Cam Miller's side. Dominant from start to finish. What a performance from the hosts. They advance to the round of 16 of the Australia Cup for the second time. In this, their third entry, ends at Walter Park. Moreton City Excelsior 5, Campbelltown City 1.
Also, thank you everybody for staying off the pitch at the end as requested. That's most appreciated.
Well, what a performance it was from Cam Miller's side. M. Gilnick, and they really put on the afterburners in that second half.
Just like you said, from start to finish, Moreton City, conviction. Front of the park, back of the park, middle of the pitch. You can see here, set piece, runs in behind, crosses out wide. They were just dominant, weren't they? All over the pitch, and they got rewarded for it.
They found multiple ways to score that. Perhaps the most unorthodox of them, Joe Scott. Deflected goal, but that second half, yes, they had opportunities from set pieces, but those balls in behind for particularly Marquez Walters, and then we'll see it in a moment, but Zach Kierfeld's goal as well, just quietly sensational. That the only goal Campbelltown City were able to score. Marino, deflected shot. How about this from Joe Scott? Marquez Walters, composure.
Composure, creativity, and you can just see these Moreton City players are on the same page. They're able to be creative. These through balls, the no-look passes, you know, they're just enjoying themselves, aren't they? And these are the days you dream of as a striker. These are the games you want to play. It's a good day at the office for these boys.
And what an opportunity to do so on the national stage. Australia Cup, round of 32. There's no better time to put on a performance like that on a national audience. Marquez Walters with his second of the game. Almost had three for a moment there, but was hooked. And how about this, Em? Some may say it's a cross.
The shots.
Zach Kierfeld's going to say it's a shot for sure.
But look, well deserved. All of those goals, some of them may have been lucky, but you make your own luck up. And these boys have been confident from the get-go. They've made the hard runs. They've worked tirelessly, and you know, throughout the whole entire match, I've watched the coach religiously remind them to be compact, to be aggressive in the press. So they've just been resilient all around, and it's a reflection of the scoreline.
Had everything. Had a fiery affair as they sing the team song. They're excited, are the Moreton City Excelsior players. And why wouldn't you be? Remember, there's still plenty of Australia Cup action on tonight as well. And in the coming weeks, the round of 32, Brisbane City, Western Sydney Wanderers. What a fixture that'll be tomorrow night. Blacktown City, Adelaide United, Perth Glory, Melbourne City, Rockdale Illington, Newcastle Jets. There's plenty of exciting Australia Cup action coming up this week. Make sure you don't miss it on 10 Play. And we'll leave you with these pictures of Moreton City Excelsior. A very happy Moreton City Excelsior as it ends at Walter Park. Moreton City 5, Campbelltown City 1.
Oh, celebration in 2-3 take. Oh, celebration in 2-3 take. Oh, celebration in 2-3 take. Two, take. Remember, don't go too tight, mate. Thank you. Oh, three, take. You're on three. You're on three. Remember, don't go too tight, mate. Thank you. Oh, three, take. You're on three. You're on three. Remember, don't go too tight, mate. Thank you. Oh, three, take. You're on three. You're on three. Oh, where is he? Three, take. Well done. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, where is he? Three, take. Well done. Good stuff. Good stuff.